Vlogmas, another Thriving Artist Art Life short. It is the year of Start Now 2020. There's a few days left in 2020, so there's still time for you to take that step and look back on 2020 and say, hey, that's the year I started my podcast. That's the year I started my vlogging. That's the year I started my YouTube channel. 2020 is the year when I began my creative career, and it finally paid off. Still time. There's still time. In any case, today's subject is Your Voice Counts. That's what it's about today. It is another Thriving Artist Art Life short. I am Delta Tango Mike, DTM. So find me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, Delta Tango Mike. And as I get ready to share what I'm here to talk about, let me double check that we have audio playing successfully, because you know how it goes. Ooh, it's super loud. That is Your Voice Counts. And I keep playing with the levels. I'm not sure if when I'm gonna find the right level, but that's part of the process of why we do it every day, so we can get that experience under us, figure out what's working, what's not working, and how to tweak those things that we want. So let me know if my audio is still too loud. All right, so I've been teaching art and illustration for a long time now. And today's subject is Your Voice Counts. And what does that mean? Well, it means that we have to jump out there and consider ourselves worthy of that task that we have set for ourselves. And so as an example is this story about me, or something about my experience that I want everyone to take something away from. And that is, I've been teaching art and illustrations for almost 10 years, or around 10 years. Not sure exactly the date. I just started doing it. And I got my first chance to present at a meetup and called Adobe User Group. And so I was given a chance to talk about Adobe Illustrator. I jumped up, and I'm not scared about doing things. There's something that I'm somehow fearless about, speaking in public and large crowds and just saying what I need to say. Whether I know what I'm talking about or not, I just jump out there and do it. And so I got up there and I started talking about Illustrator and sharing my process. And I found out I was still short on knowledge and teaching techniques. I did not know how to teach, and I'd never really been into school or classrooms and stuff. So I did not think about my technique on how to share things so that people would learn. Well, right after that, it went well, as best as it could be for my first time. And but the good thing is I had the support system of everybody who was in attendance, because I was a regular attendee at the meetup groups. I knew the people who ran the meetup, and so it got a lot of support from people who had some feedback for me. My wife's always been great about feedback, telling me some things that I should need to pay attention to, some things that I should say better, etc. And so I took my time to develop my public speaking. I even went to what are those? I want to say the word Teamsters, but that's not the right word. It's regular meetings where people learn how to present and talk. Dang, I forgot it. I should have wrote it down. In any case, I went to a lot of events where you get to connect with mentors, and they share some knowledge with you about entrepreneurship, about startups, and so on. And I got to be around a lot of people who will share the ways and how to communicate certain things, certain techniques, certain ways of speaking, certain things in order in which to say certain things. And so I started paying attention to those things and bringing it into how I talk about myself and my work, including my teaching. And so as time went on, I got into a regular schedule of teaching. I've been teaching regularly for 5-6 years now. LinkedIn reminds me. And I've been teaching Photoshop, Illustrator, Audition, Fresco, Premiere, InDesign, whatever I get a hands-on, Sketchable, whatever, digital drawing, traditional drawing, whatever I get my hands into and I find my way around it, I like to share it and talk about it. And so eventually I got around to putting together some small demos and tutorials when it came to Adobe Illustrator. And years ago, people kept asking me about my own course, and so I talked to my wife about it, and I said, there's already a lot of courses out there for Adobe Illustrator. Like there's Skillshare, there's LinkedIn Learning. Before that was called Linda. There's like a ton of other websites and tutorials you can find. And one thing my wife said was to me, she said, they want to learn from you. They like you and they like the way you teach. And so that's been something that I've been working on. And I produced one series. I'm redoing it all over again because years ago I had one way of teaching. Now I think I got a cleaner idea of how to do it. Fortunately, social media has been growing along with the way we connect with people, and video is part of those things now. So Vlogmas, and there's Vlogmas, this Vlogmas challenge, and other groups on Facebook have been very instrumental in the way information and resources are shared, so that we all can take advantage of learning on the go. And especially with this Vlogmas challenge is about learning and jumping out there, leaving fear, disbelief, and what's the other word? And doubt behind, and just jumping out there because you have something worthy to share. You are worthy enough to stand out there and present and get in front of the camera and explain, or even just learn on the go, and somebody is looking for the answer of what you got to share, but also somebody's paying attention to you and saying, well, if that person can take the step, then so can I. And that's been one of my main purposes for doing Vlogmas, is that if I can jump out there and do simple things and talk about simple stuff that can impact a person and impact a career, then so can the next person who's watching me, because that's how I learn. I've been learning by watching other people, paying attention to how other artists do certain things, and say, what can I add to my list of tools to execute something like what they're doing at my level. So today's subject was your voice counts, the fear of feeling worthy to post videos. And that goes along to anything else. The fear of feeling worthy that your art matters, that your voice matters, that what you have to say, and the moment for you to say it matters. It does matter. It matters to somebody. Somebody is out there searching for the information that you have to share. So you need to get out there and share it so someone else can learn. And along the way, you will learn to do it better and better and better, and learn techniques that are going to help you get that message out. So, and you'll build community around you, like these tribes that I have found with Vlogmas, Facebook, Behance, Meetup, and other places, including live places in local places, that allow you to grow and get encouragement along the way, allow you to grow with your tribe, grow your audience, build your clientele, and finally reach that level where you feel very comfortable to then encourage others to come on. So that's today's message. I am Delta Tango Mike. Please check out some of the links that I share, including the Vlogmas Facebook group. And we are thriving artists, all right? We do not accept the starving artist mindset. This DTM is 2020, and it's your chance to start now. Hashtag start now 2020, hashtag thriving artists. Cool. Let me double check that our video is still going and we're good to go. And now I'm going to say goodbye. Peace.